Hello, everyone, and welcome to Enjoy English. This is my lovely partner, Bernice.
And this is my handsome partner, Shane.
Great. Today we are looking at, something scientific. I like it, about nature.
Oh, okay.
Wow, it's called A Solar Storm's Amazing Night Sky Show.
Yeah, it's a show.
Explore the beautiful auroras.
Auroras, yeah, that's a great thing because aurora is really impressive, very amazing natural phenomena.
Have you seen an aurora?
Never. I really want to go someplace to watch that.
I haven't seen one in person. I think you've seen them on television.
Yeah, right.
Or on YouTube or something like that. Yeah, but to see one in person must be one of the most amazing things.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow. Okay. So that's what an aurora is, basically a light show that happens. Normally, you really only get to see it when you are like very far in the north.
Yeah, right. In lower polar regions.
Yes.
Yeah, usually appear there. Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Let's get into the lesson.
Okay, sure.
A solar storm's amazing night sky show. In May 2024, the biggest solar storm in over 20 years hit the Earth. This caused auroras to spread over regions beyond the North and South Poles, where the phenomenon is usually exclusively visible. In the rare event, people in many parts of Europe, North America, and Asia were able to enjoy a beautiful pink and purple glow in the night sky. The event led many to wonder what a solar storm is and how it is related to auroras. A solar storm mainly occurs during periods of intense solar activity. It begins with solar flares, which are huge bursts of charged particles released from the sun. These flares are accompanied by coronal mass ejections, CMEs, streams of charged particles that travel at incredible speeds. These streams then travel through space and finally hit the Earth. Auroras, commonly referred to as the northern or southern lights, are caused by the charged particles from CMEs that reach our planet. When the particles strike the Earth, they interact with oxygen and nitrogen in the planet's upper atmosphere. This creates a beautiful display of colorful lights in the sky. Oxygen atoms glow green, while nitrogen atoms glow pink, purple, and blue. This is why people can see the northern lights in a range of beautiful colors.
All right, so let's learn about these beautiful auroras and what happened in May of 2024. Okay, in May 2024, the biggest solar storm in over 20 years hit the Earth.
Strike. S-T-R-I-K-E. Yeah.
Right, so a solar storm is basically a storm that's happening on the sun. Now, when we say solar, that is the adjective describing the sun.
Yes, that's true.
Right? So the biggest solar storm in over 20 years just happened.
This year.
Relatively recently.
Yeah, right. This May, so we can see this, once in a lifetime phenomena.
Yeah, it depends on how the last one was 20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years ago.
So you'll be here in another 20 years. Maybe there'll be another one in the next 20 years.
True. Okay.
So it hit the Earth is just a way of saying that the storm, the particles that came from the sun actually traveled all the way to the Earth and
that's true.
Hit it.
Yeah, that's it.
Struck it. That's right. Okay. So continuing, this caused auroras to spread over regions beyond the North and South Poles, where the phenomenon is usually exclusively visible.
Wow, spread over, which also we can use stretch out. S-T-R-E-T-C-H. Stretch out regions will be areas.
Right, yeah. Now, just the North and South Poles. So the poles of the Earth, the Earth is a circle or we could say a sphere. And the top and the bottom of that we call the poles.
Yeah, that's true.
So normally you can only see these at the North and South Pole. So if you're living in the tropical region like we are, we're out of luck.
Yeah, right.
We just cannot see them.
Okay.
Right? Usually.
In person.
Yeah, usually we can see them, right? Okay. So to be visible, we're saying that they're exclusively visible. So we have a word called vision.
Yeah.
Vision just means seeing, right? And so something to be visible means that it can be seen with your vision.
Yes, this is seeable.
And the opposite is invisible. I-N-V-I-S-I-B-L-E.
Yeah.
Visible.
That's right.
Visible. Okay. In the rare event, people in many parts of Europe, North America, and Asia were able to enjoy a beautiful pink and purple glow in the night sky.
Yeah, glow also we can say shine in the sky, right?
So it's a very rare event. So if something is rare, it means that it is not common. It's very, very uncommon. As a matter
uncommon,
of fact.
not frequent.
That's right. And so people in Europe, North America, and Asia. So I imagine still in northern parts of these regions.
That's true.
Right? So I don't think they were visible in Taiwan.
No.
They were not.
No, I'm sorry.
That's too bad. But you didn't have to travel as far to see them. And some people who rarely get to see them, maybe every few decades, couple decades, might get a glimpse of one of these shows, were able to see them in parts of the world that normally are unable to see auroras.
Yeah, so in this paragraph, we can know that solar storms can reach the Earth at different strengths, and the energy from the sun can create bright lights in the sky.
Yes.
And called auroras.
Right, so you get to see basically beautiful pink and purple. Right?
Wow, different colors.
Yeah, they glow, pink and purple.
They're dancing in the sky.
The night sky. It does look like kind of like dancing, right?
Right.
They're really, it's very, very impressive. One of these days, that's on one of the things on my bucket list.
Yeah, right.
A bucket list is like a list that you make of things you hope to do before
you must do that
before you die, before you kick the bucket.
Okay,
kick
all
the
right.
bucket is another way to say die. So we have a bucket list. So it's on my bucket list.
Okay, right.
All right, let's take a short break and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, so we learned that in May of 2024, in parts of the world that normally were unable to see these auroras, they actually got a glimpse, to be able to have a look at this beautiful nighttime dancing, colorful display. Right? Okay, let's continue the reading.
Okay.
The event led many to wonder what a solar storm is and how it is related to auroras.
So
Okay.
right now we're going to know what a solar storm is.
That's right.
And how it is related to, has the connection,
right?
Yeah, with the auroras.
That's right. Okay. So, a solar storm mainly occurs during periods of intense solar activity.
Oh.
Okay, so mainly just meaning pretty much all of the time, right? When this occurs, it's occurring during periods of intense solar activity. So solar, like I said before,
the sun.
is connected to the sun, the adjective of the sun. So solar activity just means things that are happening on the sun. The sun,
becomes very active.
Once because when we see it just in the sky, it just looks like a big yellow ball in the sky, right? But in fact, if you see photos and pictures of it, there's dancing fires and it's alive. There's a lot going on in the sun and around the sun and shooting away from the sun, right? Okay, so continuing, it begins with solar flares, which are huge bursts of charged particles released from the sun.
Charged particles. We can also say it's electric particles.
Right, electrically charged particles, right? Which are, so they are huge bursts. So a burst is like an explosion. So if you say something has burst, it has exploded. So they're exploding away from the sun.
The sun, yeah.
Right? And in that way we can say that they are released. They were on and connected to the sun, and then they were taken away, released, let off the sun, right? Through these bursts.
Yeah, so another word we can also use the emission. E-M-I-S-S-I-O-N, the emission of the huge burst.
Right, exactly. Yeah, to emit also means to release.
Release.
Right,
yes.
Okay. These flares are accompanied by coronal mass ejections. CMEs. All right, so if you see CME, you know that means coronal mass ejections.
So it's a kind of process when the sun is releasing something out.
Right. Okay, so CMEs, streams of charged particles that travel at incredible speeds.
Wow.
So these CMEs are just charged particles that are being emitted from the sun, and they travel at incredible speeds. So to travel is another way of saying they move, right? So you get an idea of people when they travel, they're going from one place to another.
Yeah.
But you can also talk about it with things that are not living humans. Things can travel as well. And in this case, the CMEs travel all the way to the Earth.
Yeah, so incredible speeds, we can also use extreme speeds or amazing speeds. And remember, use at, this preposition.
Right, you need at incredible speeds.
Yeah.
Okay? These streams then travel through space and finally hit the Earth. Wow. It's really amazing to think that there is something that we can't see because it's invisible to the naked eye, right? When you say the naked eye, you just mean what you can see through your normal vision without the aid of some kind of glasses or something that will help you to see into different spectrums of light. But we can't see these things, but we're actually being impacted. We actually are being affected by
that's true.
these something that's happening on the sun, not just getting hot. When you're getting hot, that is actually, those are particles and stuff coming from the sun and reaching your body.
Yes.
When you start thinking about that, really thinking about it, it's quite amazing.
That's true. So let me do a conclusion for this paragraph.
Okay.
So
please.
for this paragraph, we can see that a solar storm releases, or we can say unleashes, the energy into the atmosphere. Unleash, U-N-L-E-A-S-H. Okay, unleash the energy into the atmosphere, and the atmosphere turns the energy into lights.
Excellent. Okay, let's take a short break.
All right.
Okay, so we've been learning all about auroras
Yeah.
and about a special aurora event that happened in May of 2024, just recently, where people were able to see these CMEs that fly all the way from the sun to the earth and create these magical auroras.
Yeah. Magical lights.
Great. So continuing the reading. Auroras, commonly referred to as northern or southern lights, are caused by the charged particles from CMEs that reach our planet.
Yeah, that's what we talk about.
Yeah.
Refer to, also we can use mean or call. Okay, commonly we call auroras the northern or southern lights. And remember this word southern. Do not read the southern.
Oh,
This
good
is
point.
Wrong. Yeah, south, but the adjective will be southern. Yeah.
English is very fun, isn't it?
It's difficult. It's complicated.
It's easy. It's easy.
Okay.
Okay, so when say what they're commonly referred to just means that people might not always say auroras. They'll just say, oh, the northern lights.
Yeah.
Oh, the southern lights. You know, just in commonly or normally, that's what people call them. Right? Okay. So continuing, when the particles strike the Earth, they interact with oxygen and nitrogen in the planet's upper atmosphere.
Upper one. Okay.
So that's what's happening is these CMEs, the particles, are coming down and they're interacting. They strike the oxygen and nitrogen. And basically the combination, this interaction between them is what is causing the light show to come about.
So these colors result from these interactions between charged particles from the sun.
Right. So they interact with oxygen and nitrogen, which are very abundant particles that we have in the Earth's atmosphere.
Yes.
And they hit it's happening up in the upper atmosphere.
Yeah, the upper one.
Right? Okay. This creates a beautiful display of colorful lights in the sky.
Yeah, that's the reason. That's the main reason why we can see these beautiful colors and different colors.
Right. And it says it creates a beautiful display. To display something means to show something, right? So you could say this beautiful show of colorful lights, this beautiful display of colorful lights.
Yeah, just like every year we can see some fireworks show, fireworks display.
Yeah, right, exactly. So this is kind of like a nature's fireworks display, right? Yeah, it's really amazing. Continuing along, oxygen atoms glow green, while nitrogen atoms glow pink, purple, and blue.
Wow, so many different colors.
So when these CMEs hit the oxygen atoms, that causes a green color to glow.
So I think green color is the primary colors because in the earth we have oxygen, full of oxygen. So it is very easy to see this color, green.
Right. And then, and when the CMEs hit the nitrogen, then they glow pink, purple, and blue. Right. And so there's a light spectrum that we have. And these are just different colors on the light spectrum that we are seeing.
Yeah, right here, glow, we can also use produce, or we can also use send out. S-E-N-D, send out, pink, purple, and blue, different colors.
Right. Yeah, it makes me want to go more and more now to go and see this as we start talking about it. Okay.
I know that Alaska is a good place to watch.
Yeah,
right?
The northern lights.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. I'm used to calling them the northern lights.
Have you ever been to Alaska?
I've never been to Alaska. I'm from North America, but I'm from the United States. And that's the United States. Alaska's part of the U.S., but it's not in the contiguous United States. It's separated by Canada.
Oh.
So we have Canada and then we have Alaska. So it's very far north.
Far away. Okay.
Very, very far north. So I haven't had the opportunity to go there. But I have a friend who went to Alaska and did see the Northern Lights.
So lucky.
Yeah, so impressive. Okay. Continuing. This is why people can see the Northern Lights in a range of beautiful colors. Okay, so it's all due to this interaction between the CMEs that are bursting out from the sun, traveling millions of miles to the Earth, and then interacting with oxygen and nitrogen. That's in our upper atmosphere, causing this beautiful light show that we get to see.
So that's why we can see a range of, or we can say a variety of beautiful colors. V-A-R-I-E-T-Y.
Yeah, and like I was saying before, light is a spectrum, and we can say that there are different colors on this range of the spectrum. So, these are auroras, and if you ever get an opportunity to go and see them, you should definitely take that opportunity.
Yeah, spectrum, S-P-E-C-T-R-U-M.
Thank you for reminding us of
Spectrum,
that.
describing the colors.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for auroras. Hope you enjoyed this lesson, and we will see you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.